Hey everyone, welcome to today's second lesson on statistics. Okay, we have something that you guys might have learned before called stem and leaf plots, histograms, and yeah, and those are basically the two things we're going to learn today. Okay, so I want you to pay attention right here. Okay, this is basically all the ages of the people that are going to attend Rosa's family reunion. Okay. So we're going to basically create something called a stem and leaf plot. Okay. Now I'm going to have 0 to 9 over here. It doesn't always have to be 0 to 9, but in this case it is. And then watch this. The 6 and the 8 go right here. Okay, so we have a 8 here, we have a 6 here, and this is 6 and 8. So what this is saying is that uh, this is the 0 place. Okay, 0, 6, 0 line 6, 0 line 6 means 6, and so on and so forth. 0 line 8 means 8, and 1 line 2 means 12, 1 line 7 means 17. So watch this. Okay, we have 12, 17, and 19. Okay, and let me actually, okay, 12, 17, 19 is 12, 17, 19. Okay, 2 line 2 means 22. So these are all the 20s. The pinks are all the 20s. The blues are all the 30s. And the 4 is all the 40s. Okay. So here we go. Let's go with the pinks now. Okay. Let's make a pink over here. Boom. I guess that's the best we could do with pink. Okay. So we're going to get 22, which is right here. 26. Okay, this doesn't really match the color. It's close enough though. 27, 28, and 29. So you can think of it like this. Okay, I should have done this in the first place. 22, okay, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Okay, for what you see right here. This is 12, 17, and 19 for the greens that you see here. And this is basically 6, and this is 8. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, and for the blues, for the 30s, I can just highlight all the 30s in blues, and you can see how I created over here. Okay, so this is basically a stem and leaf plot. Okay, and you can find the mean, median, mode by doing the same thing with these numbers that we did yesterday. The same thing we did yesterday with these numbers. Okay, all right. So now, what if these were decimals? Okay, what if this were all, okay, 3.2, 3.2, okay, 3.4? Then the only thing you need to change, you can keep this all the same. You can just change this right here to become 0.6. Okay, because 0 vertical line 6, okay, 0 vertical line 6 would mean 0. This is a 0, not an 8. Okay, 0.6. Okay, and then with this key, everything else would fall into place. You'll get 1.2, 1.7, 1.9, 2.2, 2.6. Remember that we're doing, I'm making up an example as if this were all decimals. Okay? Now, what if these were all 300s? Okay, so 332, 332. Okay? Okay, 327, 308. Okay, 319. All of these were 300s. Then all of these would also be 300s, would be 30s here. Okay, you could do it that way, 3 all the way down. So and then this would be, the way you would write this key would be 306 equals to 306. Okay, that's a 3 right there. Okay, So that's how you would write it. 306. So that's if all of this is another example I'm making up as if all of these were 300s. Okay, that's your stem and leaf pod. Let's look at a histogram. Okay, most of you guys have seen histograms before. Okay, most of you guys have seen histograms before. You can think of this as, let's see, what's a good context to put this in? Okay, this is the number of hours, okay, someone rents a canoe. Okay, that's what the problem is about. So how many customers rented a canoe for 1 hour? That was 3 people. How many customers rented a canoe for 2 hours? 10 people. How many customers rented and rode a canoe for 3 hours? 7 people, and so on and so forth. Okay? So you can basically create, okay, a histogram by that. Okay, so watch this. I think I can make this really straightforward for you and do this. Boom, 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 and let's flip this around sideways. Okay. All right. Now, the number of people, okay, look at the hours, how they match. 1, 2, here, let me just highlight it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 3, 10, 7, 4. 3, 10, 7, 4. Okay, 3, 1, 1, 1. 3, 1, 1, 1. So this is basically a representing the data in a bar graph. Okay, that's basically a histogram representing this data in a bar graph. Okay. Okay. Now this doesn't always have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It could be 1, 3, 6, 8, 10, something like that. Because what if it looked like this? What if it looked like 3, 6, 8, 9? Then you would go 1, 3, okay, 6, 8, 9, like that. Okay, so I just want to show you that it doesn't always have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't have to be that clean, so to speak. Okay. All right, let me show you guys a relative frequency table. So for relative frequency table, it's really, really easy. Okay, all we have to do is add up these numbers. Okay, add up these numbers right over here. All right, I'm gonna add up those numbers. Let's erase this right here. Okay, and you're gonna get 30, I believe, when you add up those numbers. Yes, this is gonna equal to 30. Okay, so let's look at this right here. Okay, so this was basically the chart from before. We just copied. Okay, I just copied that from the previous slide, and then I added these numbers up to get the 30 here. Okay, now watch this. 3 over 30, 3 out of 30 is 0.1, which is 10%. Okay, 10 out of 30 is 0.3 repeating, or 33%. Okay, you can just use a calculator to verify this. Okay, 7 out of 30 is going to be 0.23 repeating, or 23.3%. Okay, all right, and then you just keep on doing the same thing. Let's go one more. Okay, 4 out of 30 is 0.13 repeating, or 13.3%. Okay, and just keep on following this process all the way down. And now watch this. Okay, let me change this color to gray, 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 and gray. And watch this. The hours are the same thing as before. Okay. And now now instead of frequency here, it's your probability. Okay, it's your probability. Now you can choose decimals or percents. They use decimals here. Okay, look. So watch this. Let's use, what color did we use here? It was blue. Okay, let's choose right here. Let's switch this to purple. Okay, and watch this. This 0.1, okay, boom. This 0.3 repeating, boom. 0.23 repeating, boom. 0.13, boom. Like I said, you can use percents here instead. If you want, you can use percents. Okay, I would personally rather use percents. Okay, I would have done maybe 5%, 10%, 15% all the way up. Okay, it doesn't really matter though. And then the 0.1 goes right there. 0.03 is here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so basically, the only difference between a relative frequency histogram versus the histogram before is that now you're putting the decimal probability or percentage, I like percentage better, as your y-axis. Okay, whereas before in the regular histogram you just put the frequency, which you can see right here. Okay, you just put the frequency. So here is your percent or decimal as your y-axis. Okay, here is your frequency, simply your frequency as your y-axis. And your x-axis stays the same as hours. Okay. All right, folks, I want you guys to do the green highlights as usual. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for tuning in, folks.